Right now, NBC 26 live at 10. President Trump backs a GOP tax plan before heading off to Camp David. Plus, veterans in Wisconsin and all across the country honored today. And the Packers prepare for the Carolina Panthers with number 12 taking snaps under center. Coming to America now, President Trump is confident about the tax plans. He says if it kicks in, the economy will surge. The president spoke to reporters today as he left the White House for Camp David. And despite critics saying it's a tax benefit for the wealthy, President Trump says the plan will be good for the middle class because he feels it's going to bring companies back home who are currently overseas. The president says economic growth in America could go from the current 3% to possibly as high as 6%.
Well, we have a tremendous spirit for the tax reform. This is going to be one of the great Christmas gifts to middle-income people. The Democrats have their, the soundbite, the standard soundbite, before they even know what the bill is all about. They talk about for the wealthy. This is going to be one of the great gifts to the middle-income people of this country that they've ever gotten for Christmas.
Republicans in the House and the Senate hope to pass that tax cut plan sometime next week. President Trump has said he hopes to sign it into law before next Christmas. Fetus, transgender, diversity. Those are words that are fine to say, but the Washington Post says a report the White House doesn't want them in the CDC's upcoming budget report. According to the report, policy analysts at the CDC in Atlanta had a meeting with Thursday on officials. They were told about a list of forbidden words. The Post reports that these 7 words and phrases cannot be used in any of the CDC's official documents that are being made for next year's budget. And besides the 3 words we just mentioned earlier, the list supposedly includes the words vulnerable, entitlement, evidence-based, and science-based. Health and Human Services says the report is not accurate. Well, it's been a very cold week all across the country and parts of northeast Wisconsin. Is it going to be like that for the rest of the week? Michael Fish has your answer. Fish.
All right, Mo, I know it's been chilly around here. Well, guess what? Folks who wanted a little bit milder weather, look what's going on. It was 23 degrees at 5 o'clock. It is now 28. The temperature's been going up, but the winds have shifted a little bit off of Lake Michigan, so there may be just enough lift and a little bit of moisture where if you see a couple flurries or a little bit of light freezing drizzle overnight, don't be surprised, but otherwise we are quiet right now. It's 30 already in Kewaunee, 30 Fond du Lac, and 31 in Sheboygan. As far as wind chills, they're not that bad because the winds aren't that bad. Feels like 21 in Green Bay and 22 in Oconto. So as we go through late tonight, again, maybe a couple flurries of patchy light freezing drizzle. That for tomorrow morning too, but most of the day tomorrow dry. Look at some 30s on the map. We'll talk more about how long we'll stay above freezing and when we could be shoveling some more snow, all coming up.
All right, weather keeps going up, Fish. Thank you so much. Now, people across the country and in Wisconsin are honoring veterans today as part of National Wreaths Across America. NBC 26's Shara Taylor has more from Ashwaubenon.
We are recognizing our veterans, both those who currently serve and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice.
Wreaths like this were placed here today to honor veterans for their services to this country.
The Brown County Civil Air Patrol Senior Squadron partnered with Wreaths Across America to host the event at Brown County Veterans Memorial in Ashwaubenon. The nonprofit organization helps individuals and companies sponsor wreaths so they can be placed on veterans' headstones. Representatives from each branch of the military placed a wreath at the memorial. Some of the participants included area veterans groups, active duty military, Civil Air Patrol, and guest speaker Congressman Mike Gallagher.
We heard from a Gold Star mother today whose son made the ultimate sacrifice, and so in light of people like that who are willing to lay down their lives for this country, I think the least we could do here at home is just remember them.
Military members are thankful for the support.
When you're deployed during this time, it can be lonely, but for me, I never got down because of things like this. I knew that my family supported my decisions, and of course your country does.
An event organizer tells us this year over 1 million wreaths were sponsored and will be placed in Arlington Cemetery and on headstones across the country. Keeping you connected in Ashwaubenon, Shara Taylor, NBC 26.
The city of Fond du Lac is reporting the water payments portal is down for maintenance because it's been hacked. The city says they were told by a local bank they had a number of compromised credit cards. All had water payment portal as a common purchase. An investigation is underway. Now the city is asking people to pay their bills by mail or in person. A new report shows Wisconsin is turning local roads near the future Foxconn site into highways. The Wisconsin State Journal reports this will allow access to state road improvements, and a memo from the Legislative Fiscal Bureau shows the move could also siphon more than $100 million from other highway projects across the state. Now, Governor Walker says savings from the other road projects will help cover the cost. The Green and Gold already looking ahead to next Saturday's game against the Vikings. Before fans settle into their seats, the Packers are looking for up to 600 people to help shovel snow at Lambeau Field on Monday morning. They say you must be 18 years old or older. You'll get $10 an hour, and the Packers will also provide the shovels. Well, still ahead on NBC 26, children getting a helping hand from law enforcement when it comes to buying Christmas presents. But first, what's the weather going to look like for the rest of the weekend? Your forecast up next.
And now, your NBC 26 Storm Shield forecast with meteorologist Michael Fish.
Thanks a lot for being with us this evening, and congratulations. Right now is the warmest part of the day. What? It's 28 degrees out. It is the warmest part of the day. That's the high. Hey, notice the winds, by the way, now coming off the lake just a little bit, so it might bring just enough extra moisture. We might see a flurry late tonight or some patchy freezing drizzle, but otherwise, if you look at the radar, it's quiet right now, but still that potential exists. Nothing major. High temperatures right now, 28 degrees in Green Bay. What's on the way? Well, look out to the west. We have some temperatures around or even a little bit above freezing. That's coming for tomorrow. So we get even warmer. And again, we're warming it up right now. I mean, warming it up. 30 degrees currently in Kewaunee, 31 in Sheboygan. So that's close to freezing in Fond du Lac, just a little bit below, but it's 30 degrees there. So a little bit cooler than the typical cool spots like Mountain at 18 degrees. But there's not a lot of wind, so it doesn't feel that bad outside. Like 21 in Green Bay, 19 Oshkosh. If you're taking out the trash tonight, walking the dog, it's just fine out there. Nicest part of the day. So the winds have died down a little bit. This high pressure is not strong. That low pressure not going anywhere. So we're just kind of caught in between, but at least we're not seeing those nuisance snows that just keep moving on in. That not in the forecast. Skycast going throughout the nighttime hours, pretty quiet, but see these little dots of white? That's that chance of a few flurries, maybe a patch of freezing drizzle through the overnight. That chance will continue again tomorrow with the wind still lightly coming off the lake. It's not going to be a strong wind. And then as we go into Monday, still looks like we should stay quiet for the most part. So the rest of your night tonight, again, a very light wintry mix possible coming off the lake. Not a big deal, 26 degrees. And then for tomorrow, look at this. If you want to do some melting, start to show some of the pavement under some of that snow. 34 degrees, maybe a little bit cooler off to the north. Now, as far as Sunday night, also looking quiet. Monday, 35, so more melting. Tuesday, the winds pick up, still 36. Mo, something to watch for late in the week going into Thursday, Friday. That could be a more significant system, but right now it's Saturday. We got a long way to go before we get there, but keep it in the back of your mind. Late week, we may have to watch something, but for now, enjoy the quieter weather and the warmer temps.
I think we all deserve it.
After what we've been through, you're right.
All right, thank you so much, Fish. So still ahead on NBC 26, children getting a helping hand from law enforcement when it comes to buying Christmas presents after the break. We continue our 12 days of Christmas countdown tonight with a look at what the holiday season is truly about. A generous spirit and a gift of giving. Our Matt Jarko shows us how one store with help from law enforcement is making wishes come true for this holiday season.
That one. When it comes to Christmas shopping, the choice is never easy.
Hey, saw that one. Probably not, okay.
Give a kid the entire Shopko store, and the choices become seemingly endless.
So I got some candles also for my mom.
I got my brother magic tracks.
I got my big sister some makeup and a blanket.
This holiday season, more than 170 local children now have a chance to take these gifts, ring them up, and bring them back to their families.
This is what Christmas is all about.
The annual Shop with a Cop event pairs children from families in need with local law enforcement. It's a great day for kids.
Actually kind of cool to actually meet a cop.
And those cops say it's kind of cool too.
It's fun to get out there and interact with the kids and see the joy on their faces this time of year when it's important the most.
Christmas can be really difficult on families, so for the cops to partner with these kids, it promotes good relationships, and then it also helps the families during the holidays. So it's a wonderful program.
A wonderful program and a great day, but the best day is yet to come.
I'm excited because I like unwrapping presents.
Matt Jarko, NBC 26.
That's going to be very exciting, of course. Now, while members of law enforcement did help Santa, Old St. Nick himself was in Northeast Wisconsin today. This morning, he made a stop at the Titletown district and met with children and their families. He's still got plenty of places to be, though, so he stayed from 10 in the morning until noon. Now, you can imagine he's got a very busy schedule. With Christmas just around the corner, he's keeping his promise, though.
I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas.
And the Winter Jubilee Light Show also took place tonight at the Titletown District as well. So a lot going on. When we come back, a buzzer beater from the UWGB women's basketball team. Plus, you've heard from the Packers all week long about the big game. Tonight we'll hear from the Panthers locker room. Sports is coming up next.